I think.
Now that I've made that also perfectly clear.
Yes. Oh, if only you people could see rehearsals. Oh, wait, you could. Don't ever put up rehearsals.
Yeah,
ever.
there's a lot. We don't
Never.
really rehearse so much as stumble through something.
Yeah. Yeah, that's pretty much it.
Yeah.
Do I have... Hang on. I'm trying to figure out what's going on here.
Okay.
Okay, good. I have so much... You know those commercials where they say, do you have like... Why do you have 4 Netflix accounts? Blah, blah, blah. Yep. Okay, I found out how that could happen.
Oh.
I can't get my Roku to work in my one in the bedroom.
Yep.
And for the life of me, I just don't feel good enough to investigate.
I understand.
So my grandson's in there trying to get Netflix on, and I think we were very close to ordering Netflix again.
I've actually done that because I've killed it in one spot and picked it up in another. And now my phone company pays for my Netflix account. So I had to.
That's nice of them.
Yeah, well, it is. When I signed the contract, and I've got that and Apple TV.
They're so sweet. I don't have Apple TV because I'm an American.
That's a value. It's a value proposition for me. There's a few shows on Apple TV I like just fine. Shut up.
Fine. You watch Lioness?
I've tried. It's not
earth shattering.
No, but it
has Zoe Saldana. So
yeah, and she's gorgeous. But the thing is, everything's always overwrought. Everything is overly tense. Going to the bathroom is, you've got music going.
So
dun, dun.
You haven't watched series on streaming before?
No, that's why a lot of series I don't last with, because it's all just too fraught, I should say, constantly. They never give me room to breathe. At least Krasinski gave me some room to breathe in those bleeping shows.
He did. I like the Jack Ryan shows. Mm-hmm. I like the Reacher shows too. So
yep.
And they're not really rushed. There are times actually that Reacher and even Ryan, I thought could have been edited a little tighter in places.
Yep,
but there weren't many. Wait a minute, hang on. Let me get the cough button.
How'd it work?
I don't know. I didn't need it now.
Okay. Fine. Oh.
So Michelle finally sent me something. She's here, or was here last week.
Oh, in the metro.
Yeah. No, here at my house.
Oh, that'll ruin everything.
She was here twice, and she texted me. So, are you up for company? I love Michelle.
Yeah, she's
sure. So she's here. We're going through memes and stuff, and just chatting about whatever. And we're going through memes, and there was one that has a crow on it. And it says, in order to have a murder of crows, you must have probable cause.
I saw that one.
I laughed. She laughed. She said, send that to Bella. I don't have Bella's number. Here, it's this. Oh, okay. So I sent it. Nothing.
Okay.
This was like Thursday. Last Thursday. Saturday, everybody came over to say hi to the Fanukis for a while.
Yes.
Because Gary had flown in to drive back with her.
There's nothing better than a Fanucci party.
It was a Robin party for the Fanuccis. Fanukis. Oh, you're as bad as my daughter-in-law. She keeps calling Lucille Lucy.
Mm-hmm.
My mom would be spinning. Anyway, where was I?
You're talking about the Fanucci party.
On my way home from your house, yep. I got a call from Bella. Mom, did you give anyone my phone number?
Mm-hmm.
Yep. So later, I don't know, yesterday maybe, Sunday.
Yeah.
So, have you figured out who this is yet? I text off to my niece. Yes, I know. I called Mom because I recognized the area code. That's clever. Well, I am very clever. So that's what I tell everyone. That's why you're my favorite niece.
She's the only niece.
Hey.
What?
How bad would it suck if she wasn't my favorite niece and she's the only niece?
Boy, that would be bad.
Really?
Yeah, that'd be really, really bad.
And the scariest thing I have ever thought of, she's going to law school.
Yeep.
The scariest thing I could think of is if Riley went to law school and they got into, open their own office together. They'd be wealthy, but they'd have to live kind of like Ben Affleck did.
Yeah.
The accountant. You ready to move, ladies? Why? Because I know the clientele you would attract and you would help.
That's too fun. Now, who was it? Was it Michelle that was asking for an apology? Who asked for an apology?
Must have
When
been
we were
Michelle.
talking on the phone the other day. Somebody was saying we should have apologized to. Should have apologized to somebody.
Not sure who.
Yeah, well, I'm not about to do it, so it kind of doesn't matter.
We apologize.
Yes. No.
If we've ever wronged you, whoever you are, wherever you are, except for Vlad.
Yeah, we don't.
We apologize. All that other stuff stands, ma'am. Mom.
So, right across.
I was confused the snot out of it. You get a teenager who's being a smart mouth and says mom wrong, and it's like, you call me ma'am? I'm your mother. How the hell would you know? So Michelle sent me a couple of things I have to share with you.
Very good. I've got a story here that is too short to do anything else with, that must have put police departments and sheriff's departments across the country on high alert. Cyber crooks burrowed their way into Krispy Kreme.
Cyber?
Yep.
I have a question.
Shoot.
You can't eat donuts if you're a cyber crook.
Well, they are not stealing the donuts, apparently. They disrupted.
What else would you want?
They disrupted operations a while back. Breach impacted orders, and Krispy Kreme said it's likely to have material impact on the company's business operations until recovery efforts are completed. A lot of cops are volunteering to get out there with no pay and work the case. So
had to go there, didn't you?
It'll remain open. They will remain open.
Had to go there, didn't you?
Well, of course I had to go there. Why else?
We are not afraid of low-hanging fruit, by the way.
No. Speaking of hanging, that showed up. It was pre-Christmas at the Springdale Missionary Baptist Church. The sign.
And that's a lot of us just call Advent.
Right. Hanging of the Green family worship, 10:30 a.m. Sunday.
You sure they're Baptist?
Yeah, because I think the Baptists, they burned people at the stake, didn't they?
I thought, no, that was more the Romans.
No. Well, remember, they burned heretics, didn't they? Baptists.
They were the heretics.
Well, I'm sorry. I forget sometimes from which direction you're coming.
Well, they were. I mean, if you're talking Geneva.
Yeah.
And Calvin.
Yeah. And running the
one, Servetus is the one I can think of.
The cantons there in Switzerland, and they were burning people at the stake.
Canton races sing this song in Swiss. In Swiss. I don't know how Swisses speak, so you get it in English.
Fake it. It's freaking German.
We
at least in the north.
We missed it.
Missed what?
The rare unfurling of the corpse flower. It's not all that rare. I think it happens like whenever.
Yeah, it does happen every whenever.
Like every year, maybe.
And everybody reports on it, so it seems like it's happening constantly.
And there are thousands and thousands of people that go there
to sniff it.
Yeah, I love the opening description of it. The reporter said, if you like the smell of gym socks and rotting garbage, and then someone else said it smells more like decaying flesh.
Yeah.
Hence, corpse flower.
Yep.
Thousands of people go to Sydney, Australia to see this.
Yeah, that's
what word leaps to your mind?
Frozen Dead Guy Festival.
No, why?
Oh, that one, yeah.
Well, yeah, that too.
Which they just had out there in Colorado.
Oh boy, do I have some Colorado stuff. Michelle sent me a story.
Oh, good.
It's a look back. It was probably printed like in 2009, 2010. Okay. It was a look back of the first the weird stories of the first decade of the 21st century.
Very nice.
Colorado's not a conservative state anymore, are they? You're going to say no.
It's hard to say.
Oh, no, it's not that hard.
Because the residents are more conservative than they're voting in many ways. It's very strange. Yeah, it's odd, but I love my Coloradans.
I do too, but there are only 4 of them. And actually only 3 of them are in Colorado now, so.
Yeah, well,
Chris is okay.
Okay, you like Chris just fine.
He's fine.
Yeah, he's up there in
He's put up with you and only lost one eye.
Fort Collins. Yeah, but he's getting that back too.
They found it?
Yes. Actually, my sister
didn't hide it very well.
My sister Sue's going to drive him around for the next eye surgery.
Yep.
So we finally got it done.
You kids are actually nice sometimes.
The first
Sue is always nice.
First thing he did when we got in his house is hand me a salt shaker. Said, "Here, this is for your eyes." I said, "Shut up.
Don't make me poke you in the good eye."
Yeah, exactly. I will never stop kicking your ass.
He will. And you'll only see half of it. Scottish government wants everyone to know they're not going to ban cats. Which means, I don't know. Apparently it's slow time in Scotland.
Right? There's not enough haggis out there to eat, or what?
First Minister John Swinney, who barely got by Second Minister Phil something Scottish.
I'll call him Swiney from now on.
Was forced to issue the statement after a report by independent experts branded felines a threat to Scotland's wildlife and suggested containment measures be considered to reduce the damage. They're talking concentration camps for kitties.
That is horrible. What am I going to do with my time?
Which, if my wife ever hears this, we'll go,
Kind of a neat idea.
That could work.
I like
According
cats.
to the Scottish Animal Welfare Commission at Scotland, so they must be bored.
Yeah.
Said cats, you can't paint yourself purple and go marauding much anymore.
No, that's frowned upon.
Yeah. The Scottish Animal Welfare Commission said cats kill at least 700 million birds and other animals each year in the UK.
700 million?
700 million.
That sounds like a lot.
Does that smell like the leavings of a male heifer type person?
Yes, I think this is a lot.
It advised the government to consider a range of issues, including keeping domestic cats indoors or on leashes to protect the endangered species. I would just, go ahead and kill the rest of the birds. And then the cats will have nothing to do and will just head for Ireland out of boredom.
Right.
And then they'll figure out we got to swim.
And then they're not going to like that.
So now they're off to England because they got to walk. And they would go to they would go to Wales, but they don't know how to say meow in Welsh. They also don't know how to spell it. No one does. There, I've now angered a large part of a island community. That works for me.
And they are
happy about it.
Yeah.
Yeah, bring it on.
Okay, let's move on to the comments, shall we?
No, one more.
Oh, sorry.
And this is sad.
Oh.
An iconic metal sculpture of a dragon that actually spits fire in the Polish city of Krakow will be holding its breath for at least a month to check why it seems to be devouring so much fuel lately. It was Poland's answer to getting rid of cats. They fed it kitties, and no, they didn't. It's a sculpture. It wouldn't eat the cats anyway.
That's right. It's a dragon.
Starting the dumbest line I've ever heard before being able to flip away from it. So I kissed a dragon once, and now her father. I don't want to know. It's some anime thing, and I don't want to really know where that's coming.
Click.
Anyway, they are checking now to the gas feeds for the 6-meter tall sculpture.
Okay. Are there any googly eyes on it?
No, the wrong country. It's about 19 feet tall. To find ways of reducing the dragon's energy.
Okay.
Give it a Netflix account. It'll suck the life right out of it. Although I got to tell you, the statue does look pretty eerily awesome. It's kind of cool.
Well, I'll have to look that one up because
it's not my favorite dragoon, but it's not a bad one.
Okay. Comments. Apropos, this is True Really News, Mailbag, episode 164 from my brother Chris Combs. No relation, but he's seeing half better now.
Oh, by the way, we had Grandma and Grandpa and Gary and Michelle and Robin and Jean, my other sister.
Oh, cool. Yeah, yeah.
And she was trying to describe. She was giving me a hard time. I send you stuff all the time. I haven't got anything weeks. So I've got 2 now for this week. And Jean's looking bewildered, so she went out and played one. This the latest one? Oh, yeah.
No, sorry.
Has to be. I can almost remember it. And I remembered why I don't listen after we record them. And honestly, Michelle had a great idea. What you need to do is put a camera by Jean and record her while she's listening. Then every once in a while, when you guys say something exceptionally stupid or whatever,
Yeah.
so like when we open our mouth,
Yep.
just flash that up on the screen.
It's sort of like having our own laugh track,
Not
as it were.
Well, more of a grimace.
Yeah, there we go.
And I think that's already copyrighted by McDonald's.
So over on that Mailbag 164,
Yeah.
that remember the guy who was going to impress his girlfriend by walking into the lion's den?
Yeah.
Yeah, his name wasn't Daniel.
Was it Robespierre?
No, but the lions. Regarding the man who had the lions eat his sandwich, it will eventually hit the floor, just in a slightly different form.
Well, not all of it, but yes.
Yeah, portions.
The poor guys that take care of the animal cage will be very grateful. You blithering idiot.
Apropos, this is True Really News, episode 929 from JessaLynn. Hey, Jessa.
Miss Jessa.
And hers end up being so cryptic. I love them. Oh, no, with crying, laughing emoji. Another great episode, guys. Those medical stories were wild. Oh, I was telling the medical stories in 929.
Yeah.
People saying weird things under anesthesia and such.
See, and we don't even need that.
No, and we could say the dumbest crap you've ever seen.
This is a sober as hell.
Tennis elbow. That's my favorite.
Sounds more like Tourette's, but okay.
All he does is yell out sports related stuff.
Clipping 15 yards.
Exactly. This is apropos. This is True Really News, episode 930.
Ball tip. Oh, now you got me doing it. Thanks.
From OldFatMan.
Yep.
When we talked about Walter and the Lightning Strikes. Oh, what a great name for a band. Walter and the Lightning Strikes.
Or a children's book.
There we go. Wow. So does anyone know what Walter did to anger Zeus? So
what did Walter did to anger Zeus? So
I think he just stood around or walked around or finally at the end just laid around.
Okay. How do you like your Walter? Crispy or
shocking treatment of his corpse? Now I'm sitting here wondering if his grave was hit again. Just wow. Every 6 years, that guy got clobbered. That is the wildest. Huh?
What time is it?
I've never been struck by lightning.
I think they should promote this and sell tickets.
It's about that time.
Lee Trevino has been, and he knows how to fight it now.
How?
You hold up a one iron because even God can't hit a one iron.